Okay, again, it's not quite beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Still getting used to my new fire, or relatively new 130-year-old fire that I fitted in the house. I really like the Duraflame logs. They work really well, a 4-hour burn on them. But I've gone to the other end of the scale now. I realise Duraflame logs, £25 for 9 logs, burns for 4 hours is really good, but it's quite expensive, in all honesty. So I've gone the other end of the scale. I was up Lidl, good old Lidl supermarket, and I found these Homefire Heatlogs. So I thought we'd give these a go. So let's cut them open. They smell like straw, weirdly enough. There we are. Right, let's get one of these out. So this is looking at it. It almost looks a little bit like chipboard. Oh, they smell lovely, mine. Almost like they got a varnish on them, or a glue, or... But, cool, blimey. It smells like cut chipboard. Being a carpenter, I kind of know, so... There's no real instructions as to how... There's 12 logs in there. Doesn't say how long they burn for or whatnot, so I suppose the best thing to do is just maybe put a match to it and stick it in, see how it goes. Let's go and get a candle. Right, we have our candle. Let's see how these things light. Well, it's going to be a bit more difficult than the Duralog. Maybe this might be a test of my fire lighting, my fire lighting credentials here are on the line. Oh, and even this cardboard don't want to light. Oh man. Paper. Oh, well, that's a good start, isn't it? The cardboard didn't want to light. Let's go and light the candle again and get some paper. Right, better still, got the candle. I bought some of these and forgot all about them. So these are the Fire Up Natural Sustainable Firelighters, pre-cut for your convenience. So I suppose rather than messing about with paper, let's see how these do. Oh, that lights up quite nicely, doesn't it? Look at that. Right, so I'm going to pop that in the fire. Oh, it's a struggle, mind. There we go, I think I've got it. Right, now, it's just a case of sticking a log over it. And seeing how we do. Right, so I'm going to grab the camera so you guys can see what's going on. Pointless me. So what I've done, I've grabbed the firelighter and I've stuck it in the middle of this log. It looks like it's up. It looks like it's going. So more of a traditional way of lighting a fire. I'm absolutely fine with that. I mean, the real review is after it's lit. I suppose ease of use is important, but after it's lit, how long does this last? But it looks to me now that it's up and running. Just starting to smoke a little bit as well. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to you guys when it's properly lit, properly roaring, and then we can see how long this lasts. That's the important thing, isn't it? How long does this log last? That's what you are here for. Yeah, I suppose this is the deal now, isn't it? You want a fire. Do you go out and spend decent money for ease of use? I mean, the Duraflame logs over there are dead easy. Absolutely dead easy to use. Whereas this, yeah, it's a little bit more traditional. It's a little bit more, I don't even know how it's going to go. Back when it's lit properly. Okay, we got 2 logs burning quite nicely now. It's been about 10 minutes getting them lit properly. I suppose if this is what you want, really, isn't it? This is the time-old way of producing heat for the home. It's a little bit of a longer process, as I mentioned earlier, but it hasn't been too difficult. It's been quite interesting to light this fire. It's burning nicely. I will tell you how warm it is when it's, I mean, I think it's still going to fire up a little bit more than this, but I think you could add, I reckon you could definitely add about 3 or 4. I reckon it would definitely be 3 or 4 to really get it kind of pumping and, you know, pumping heat into the room. But we'll let you know the burn time. Right, 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in and we are burning nicely. Quite pleased with these logs, actually. There's 2, as I said, there's 2 logs on the fire. There's a nice amount of heat coming off it. I think if you wanted it roaring, you'd have to put another 2 of these on to really kind of like, if it's a really cold night out there and you want to belt the heat into your room, then yeah, most definitely I'd put another 2 of these on, so you got 4 logs. But this is a dining room fire. It's quite a big fire. So it will our fire here will take 4 logs easily. It's quite a large room. It's got to warm up. Right, okay. Now we're properly up and running. There's a little bit of smoke coming out the one end. These logs, I'll show you one now. They're hollow. So it's burning this end, and then you've got the smoke coming out this end, like almost like somebody sitting there with a big cigar. Can you see that end there? Smoking away. So maybe when that end lights up properly, you'll get rid of that, a little bit of that smoke. But as they say, you can't have smoke without fire. So this is the way, this is the old way of doing things, and you've got to have a bit of smoke, haven't you, eh? You can't get away from that. So I'm not complaining. That's looking brilliant. That is looking absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm going to give you the burn time next. We'll come back in, well, when it starts to die down, and I'll tell you how long these logs have burnt for, and if they're worth your £4 in money. Okay, so just to finish off this video, you can see that log there and that log there are the Heatlogs from Homefire. They've lasted 2 hours. The top piece is a bit of wood I have and a little bit of 4x2 on the bottom there. But it's these 2 logs here, this one here, this one here. They've lasted about 2 hours, which for £4 isn't too bad at all. Can you hear? It's firework night, you can hear the fireworks coming down the chimney. Right, okay, so yeah, not bad value for money. 2 logs used. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 left. £4 for 12 logs. Not bad value at all. Quite happy.